Championship Sunday here for the most highly anticipated Elite Series event of the season, the Simms Bassmaster Elite at Lake Fork. Final day action. Welcome into the Yamaha Facebook Live pre-show. Only 10 anglers remain. We've cut the field from 92 for the first 2 days down to 47 yesterday, and it was a dogfight to get to the top 10. So many 25-pound bags. The average limit yesterday, 19 pounds and change.
Unbelievable, Randy.
If you didn't bring your A game, if you left it on the bank this week, you were gone in a hurry because it took heavy weight to make it to the final day. 70 pounds even for 3 days just to get inside the top 10, Such.
23 a day, Ronnie. Yeah, Lake Fork is poised to be the next big thing, Ronnie. We're here in the heart of Texas, the jewel of Texas Parks and Wildlife bass fishing program.
Quitman, Texas is our host this week in Lake Fork. What a legendary place. We know what Lake Fork is all about. The last 3 times we've been here, broke the century mark every single time. And today, Such, it's a lot less of a battle to get to the Century Club. We only need a measly 12 and 13 and 14 pound limit for these guys for the top 2 or
Even
so.
10th, Derek Hudnall, who slipped in with a big fish late in the day. There's 6 guys within 13 ounces that final spot. Slipped in with a big 4, 14, 30. He needs 30 pounds. Lake Fork is poised to be the next big thing. We have 5 Century bells from there. Of course, Lake Falcon has 15, and then Santee Cooper added 2 this year to be the 8. Amistad has 6, and with 3 here, they tie with 4. Lake Fork takes second place.
And it could be 4 Century Clubs before lunchtime today, and we're looking at the guy who's leading. We have 10 cameras out on the water. You can see Lee Livesey lead them out on his home body of water. Can the local favorite win it again? But we've got some hard-charging anglers behind it. Brandon Polinick, Gerald Swindle, 2nd and 3rd place. Then we have Brian New in 4th. Josh Strassner, 5th. Shane LeHue, Mark Frazier, Chris Johnston, Bill Lowen, and Derek Hudnall, all in our top 10 today. And like you said, Such, a measly 30-pound bag. We've seen multiple of those.
That's a big deal, making a 30-pound bag, right?
30 pounds.
Livesey needs 2 bites, 12 pounds, 1 ounce. Polnick, 15.9. Swindle, 19.2. 3 guys needing less than 20 pounds. New needs 24.11.
Yeah, 4 are on pace, technically, for that 100 pounds. If you're just joining us on Facebook Live, it's the final day before the takeoff. No fishing this morning so far because the takeoff is about 12 minutes away. We will release these 10 anglers onto Lake Fork. Final day. We do have a different condition weather change today. Big storms came through Lake Fork, East Texas, rolled through Oklahoma and Arkansas last night. We were kind of sleeping in the middle of the storm as thunder and lightning all night. And the temperature this morning, at least in Little Rock, is around 60 to 65 degrees walking out of the house. Same thing at Lake Fork, Sue.
Same deal. There's going to be cloudy all day, Ronnie. The winds won't get over 8 miles an hour. May climb to 66 this afternoon. Right now, they're greeted with about 60 degrees.
And the wind is coming from the north. We've had strong south winds every single day, 15 to 30 miles an hour. And it has made some of these offshore spots fish a little rough. We saw yesterday morning a lower wind power. It wasn't as extreme in the morning. It got a little bit more throughout the day, but yesterday kind of culminated with that big storm after weigh-in, and now it's going to be a lot less wind, but coming from a different direction.
Great day of fishing yesterday. You noted the average bag went up a little bit. The average fish, we started 3 3/4 pound on day 1. It went down a couple ounces on day 2. Yesterday was over 4 pounds, like 4 and 3 ounces. Average fish.
47 boats allowed a little more room on Lake Fork for these guys to fish. And we always wonder how many overs will be brought in. On day 1, there were 4. Day 2, only 1. Tyler Rivette, he got to double it up. He was day 2 and day 3 representative with the over line. They got to ride through with the Texas Parks and Wildlife Toyota Tundras. Jeff Gustafson as well, big bass of the day in 8-10. And we got to see this 8-2 right as the Fox show ended yesterday. 5 hours into the day. We were worried about 2 hours into the day. Such, Lee Livesey didn't have anything. Caught him in a hurry, had a limit, and then about 5 hours into the day, an 8-pound, 2-ounce fish. Look at that. Brittany New taking care of Brian New right there, Such. That was me just a couple minutes ago, looking in the mirror, making sure I looked fine. We've got Shane LeHue, Bill Lowen out there. What a great event for Bill Lowen.
Oh, yeah.
He came across the overs line as well on day 1 of this event.
8.5 pound. Beat his Pickwick winner, which will be at there in 2 weeks.
A lot of people looking at Gerald Swindle today. Man, what a day for him yesterday. Who would have ever thought that you come in with 29 pounds, 2 ounces, and you didn't make up your deficit by all too much. Only about 1.5 pounds upgrade over Lee Livesey, about 1.25 pounds upgrade over Brandon Polinick to be able to get a little bit closer. But Gerald Swindle is going to launch today in 3rd place, 7 pounds and 1 ounce behind. That deficit is very, very big, Such, but it's very doable on Lake Fork because look at
one bite.
Look at all the fish that we have had registered this week on Lake Fork. About everywhere that you want to fish, you can catch them except for maybe the deepest and the main channel that runs up the west arm here at Lake Fork.
Caught all around the lake. We have not had a 9-pounder though. In the past events here, always top 9-pounders. The biggest was Brandon Cobb's 11-1 in 2019.
Clifford Perch had a 9-13 last year, and I think a 9-9 for Seth Fighter in 2020.
Yes.
So it does take a 9-pounder for the Phoenix Boats Big Bass of the week. And hey, and if we see a 9-pounder today, Such, someone's going to make some waves on the leaderboard.
Make a big difference in 9-pounder round. How about a 10-pounder? Let's shoot for that.
Why don't
we shoot for the stars?
I want you to shoot as high as you can shoot, okay?
Let's go. I want to see what happens. So curious, what's going to happen today?
Brandon Polinick looking for his first Century Club. Gerald Swindle, like you informed me, looking for his second.
You knew that.
It would also be his first Elite Series title. Derek Hudnall, after a tough season so far, needs a good event here and comes through and delivers. Rebounded nicely. We got to see him yesterday with 2 tough fish losses in the timber. Came back strong in the afternoon to get in there. Mark Frazier. We've got the Frazier brothers on the Elite Series, and Mark, how impressive has he been in his 2 years on the Elite Series? Very, very strong so far this week, representing well, not only there, but also in the points race. We have had a change in our Progressive Angler of the Year race. Who was once in second is now in first, Brandon Polinick. And he's the only one in our top 3, I think, that are going to be launching today.
We had been talking when we saw him rise up the last couple of weeks that he's the guy to watch out for with the fisheries we're heading to, Ronnie.
Even if he drops to 10th place today, he will hold about an 11 or 12-point lead over John Cox. David Mullins in 3rd place, Drew Benton and Brandon Lester. That's your top 5 in Angler of the Year right now.
My spirit animal, Ronnie.
Hey. No
That's
comments.
My doppelganger.
No comments. He even didn't like that. He didn't want to be your spirit animal. We're going to get another 30-pound bag today, Ronnie. We've got 4 so far. I think we will. I'm interested to see how the weather may switch it up. Normally, deep fish are not affected by cooler temps, but weather and wind change today. That's your leaderboard as we launch from Lake Fork today at the Sabine River Authority.
Couple minutes away.
Just a few minutes away from takeoff, few minutes away from our Fox Sports 1 show. We'll be on FS1. 4 straight hours this morning from 8 to noon Eastern time. We'll also be on Bassmaster.com for full coverage from 8 to 3. Then they'll bring him in and we will make it all official at the weigh-in stage. But we will see you in less than 5 minutes on Fox Sports 1. Century Club belts, 100 pounds on the horizon for these anglers. The top 10, the best at Lake Fork. Coming right up. Thanks for joining us on the Yamaha Facebook Live pre-show.